Welcome back to the channel of Truth, Trust, and Transparency. Today, I'm answering another one of your viewer questions. Uncle Dave coming on to give a little bit of wisdom and some things to think about in terms of career and trajectory, especially inside of property. As I always say, these videos are not financial advice. I don't hold the licenses or whatever you need to provide financial advice, but I like to think of it, if you ask me a question, I'm going to provide you my level of thinking, how I would probably like to answer it, or some things to think about, in the hope that that sets you on the right path or just gets you thinking a little bit differently to what you have. So without further ado, this guy has a fantastic name, same as mine. He goes, hey, bit of a long shot and would like to know what you think. I'm trying to find an extra source of income in the property/construction industry. Property. And where the knowledge I'll get is more valuable than the extra money. So that doesn't make sense first and foremost, because you said, I'm trying to find an extra source of income in the property industry where the knowledge is more valuable than the extra money. Trying to help boost my borrowing power to help buy my third property, but would rather gain more knowledge of people who have done what I want to do. I'm a passive house carpenter and work full time, so I need something after hours or on weekends. I'm slowly building up my personal brand on IG, insert Instagram handle, which has been fun and seen a lot of benefits from. I will one day run my own business, but I don't want to fall into the trap of being a tradie who runs a shit show because they think they are a good tradesman. It will make them a good businessman. Would love to know your thoughts or any opinions I should look at and get in touch with them. Davo, appreciate the question. Appreciate you reaching out to me. What do I know? The way that I like to think about what you should do is pretty simple. Now, a lot of people have done this similar sort of concept. I don't know where the origination is from, but I'll tell you about what you need to think about. So, 1, 2, 3. The Venn diagram here. Number 1, this is going to be what you enjoy doing / gives purpose. And you can do this yourself. You can do this as a bit of an exercise. 2, what the world needs. What the world needs. And then 3, what you can get paid to do. This is what you're looking for here. This little section where all of these overlap. Looking for that section. So, what do you enjoy doing / gives you purpose? What does the world need, and what can you get paid to do? And I'd list out a big list here, a big list there, big list there, and see where we can drag things on and start moving to find things in this inner niche. My first and foremost question to you is, and I actually said, what do you enjoy doing was my next question. Construction and management side of things, and make plans come to life. Was originally trying to get into consulting management after school, but decided to go down the trade instead. After getting my first investment property, I've seen the potential of creating value that grow your investment. With my skills as a tradesman, I won't be able to develop properties, but want to be in the space more and surround myself with like-minded people. So, off the top of my head, and then my next question to this particular young man was, interesting, do you want to be on or off the tools? His response was, I love being on the tools, on site, but there is a cap to how much you can earn and be able to scale your business on the tools. I think having an on-site slash on-the-tools experience is incredibly valuable, but being able to communicate my knowledge to team members who will be on the tools is probably more valuable. 100%. You're explaining what a building company is and how a building company works, right? Is that you have the guy that's in charge. He looks after and has a couple of key tradies and or foremans that run sites and run projects that manage the subbies on each of those projects. What you've identified as well is that you don't want to be on the tools. You want to be more in that management space. I get it. You want to be this guy here. Cool. You don't want to be one of these guys or one of these guys. What you touched on too, and what I'd lean into, especially with getting work these days, is the organic social media. I still think that is undertapped, undervalued. And if you did a really big push and haul on social media, on TikTok, that you were the guy that's been known to do, like look at Neil Hipwell. I mean, a couple of times I've mentioned Neil Hipwell now, but he was the guy known to do roof conversions, attic conversions, adding a floor, adding a bedroom in people's roofs, right? Then from there, word of mouth, socials, he just kept growing. The project's got a little bit more bigger, and then he's grown into who he is and what he's doing today. So I feel like, I don't know what you're good at or what you love doing in the trade space, whether it's like alts and ads, whether it's like adding a bedroom or anything like that. But is there a particular type of job that you can potentially niche down in, or you can do the maintenance stuff, no problems at all? This would be my approach, would be figure out if you're specializing in something, or you're doing sort of like that maintenance / alts and ads. 2, I would go hard / double down. I would go hard and double down on the socials, because the hardest thing about social media and like appearing on social media and this kind of thing, is coming up with ideas for content. If you are a builder and you are doing the thing every single day, you already have content created, right? You look at people in the building and construction space, or people that like literally their content is them doing the job. The guy from, I think he's out in the southwest called I Lay Bricks, like all his content is all on site. You look at the Shark pressure washer dude, is literally him just recording what he's doing. You look at Tim the lawnmower guy, that is getting millions and millions of views mowing lawn. I think go hard, double down on socials, and plus have some sort of strategy in place. And be the guy known for doing the thing. Be the guy known for doing whatever this is, right? You have an opportunity to grow organically, to get more leads in. And then from there, I think it's just a matter of growing your business, right? It's going to be difficult at the start. Everything's difficult at the start. But if you can get sort of one tradesman on, or someone working for you, or some apprentices, you get a few more jobs, you bring on a few more apprentices. That's sort of one way to do it. I mean, you can also go into the construction management side. You can go into managing builds, project managing builds. There's opportunities there. I don't know if that's something that you like doing or gives you purpose. You could have a specialist business, and it could sort of be, I wouldn't say I don't know if it's sort of buyer's agency, but you could have a business where you go out and you source properties for clients, and then you convert 3 beds into 4 bedrooms or something like that, or it could be granny flat play, something like that. Passive house as well. Plenty of opportunities there for some cheap money, but you can go into that sort of area. So there's plenty of opportunities with it. You've even said here is being able to communicate my knowledge to team members who will be on the tools is probably more valuable. So your business is around you coordinating a team of tradies to be doing some sort of work, Whatever that work is, tell me what it is. Is it granny flats? Is it roof conversions? Is it, adding on bedrooms? Is it some sort of niche like that? Or is it like a maintenance niche? Anything like that. And then I think it's just about going hard, doubling down with all that building and construction too. You can network with real estate agents. You can network with buyers agents. I don't know what area you're in, but let's say you're in, Southwest Sydney. I'm just having a look at his profile. Yeah, I'm not sure on location. I think it might be Newcastle. Could be Newcastle. Not sure. But let's just say if it's Newcastle, for example, I would want to make sure that I'm posting frequently. I'm in touch with all the business owners. I'm in touch with all the real estate agents. I'm in touch with all the property managers. I'm in touch with all the buyers agents, all the people, even the conveyancers, even the accountants. I'm in touch with all these people that are around the property space. And I'm saying, hey, your name is Dave. My name is Dave. Hey, my name's Dave. I'm a carpenter. Or, hey, we specialize in 3 to 4 bedroom conversion. We specialize in bedroom conversions. That's adding them on. So that's really good for investors, blah, blah, blah. You need to be the guy that's known for doing the thing. And the only way that you're going to do that is get out there and post more with that kind of stuff too. And you got to think about the cost of those projects. Because if you're putting, if you don't want to be on the tools yourself and you're putting staff on there, you got to have a decent sized project to make margin. Because if you're only doing the maintenance side of things, and you're charging $200-300 a call out, there's not much profit in that. However, if you're putting on an additional bedroom and you're charging 50-60 grand, okay, well then there's margin there. Or if you're doing bedroom conversions and granny flats, that's a hectic combination. Maybe there's an opportunity there. Pick what you're going to be sort of, I think, specializing in, because if you go too broad, then it's like, okay, you're doing home builds. Are you doing new home builds? No. Are you doing what is the thing? Then go hard and double down on socials. Be known for the guy that's doing that. So room conversions or, whatever it is, conversions, and that will start to evolve and adapt as well. And go hard on socials. And number 3, now this doesn't have to be it. If you're watching, you can surely take this. You can take this idea, no problems. But let's just say I'm Dave, not Dave me, Dave who wrote the question. And you go, look, yeah, thought about what you said. We want to specialize in room additions and conversions and granny flats. Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to document each one of those. Then I'm going to start documenting, hey, this is what it costs. This is what it costs to add the bedroom on. This is what extra rent they're going to be. Then there's sort of breakdowns, right? Then there's sort of breakdowns in terms of 50 grand. They're going to get an extra $150 a week. It increases the yield by X. It makes the project valued more, equity uplift, all those sorts of things. I do all that. That's my social media strategy. I'm documenting all of those. I'm then networking like crazy for everybody in that cycle that it touches. So I'm talking to real estate agents in that area that you want to work in. I'm talking to buyers agents too. You want to be talking to buyers agents being like, hey guys, this is the service that we provide. Happy to team up and show you what we can do on a couple of jobs. Buyers agents, real estate agents, property managers as well, those people as well. Even in your local area, if you're going through sold properties, talking to agents, which one were investors, maybe there's some opportunities that you've seen in your local area sell where you could be like, oh, that's an easy conversion, blah, blah, blah. Then you can talk to the real estate agent. Hey, I noticed you sold 12 Smith Street. Look, I'm a builder. I noticed that one was cool for a conversion. Do you mind if I send you something through that you can forward on to the owners, Something like that. Be absolutely proactive, network like crazy, all those people around and touch those sorts of projects that you're specializing in. That's the way to do it. So if we look at it this way and I break that down, what do you enjoy doing / gives you purpose? Well, it's going to be building, coordinating a team and doing X amount of work. Does the world need that? Yes, needs more we need more bedrooms, granny flats, again, housing, tick. What can you get paid to do? Can I get paid to add a granny flat? Can I get paid to add all those sorts of things? Yes. Tick, tick, tick. That would be the perfect example. Dave, hopefully there's a bit of clarity in this one. If you watched it, let me know what your thoughts are. Just one scenario, something to have a think about. If it's not for you, follow this 3 steps here and then go through and do this exercise. See if you can break it down. And that would be a good way to finalize the next move. But remember, you're still young, so you got a lot of time. You don't have to have it all figured out. You might just go down that for a while and be working in it, similar to Neil, as I said as I said earlier in this episode. And then it might evolve and adapt into something. You might have clients that you speak with that start talking to and wanting something else, and your business might evolve and stuff like that. But you won't know unless you get in and have a crack and get started. So that's my thoughts and feelings. As always, I'll see you guys tomorrow.